When a man enters his 30s, he finds himself at a crossroads in life. On one side are his old friends, his old acquaintances, his old co-workers, old people in the neighborhood that have grown up with him for a part of his life or most of his life, and they see him a certain way. And on the other side of the crossroads are strangers, people that have met him recently or they have yet to meet him, and they haven't formed a specific opinion or gotten to know who this man is, who you are. And a man that enters this crossroads, he always tends to favor his past versus the present and future. You see, a lot of times, friends and family judge you based on who you were, but strangers judge you based on your results and who you are now. And oftentimes men let the opinions of people in our past dictate our actions and dictate the things and the places that we're going from here on out. You see, people are used to seeing you a certain way and just having that opinion etched in their brain because it's convenient and it's easy, and it puts you in a place in their mind where it's easy to call out on you for. For example, you may go and meet an old friend or a family member. Your name is John. Hey John, what's going on? You still doing that a collection thing that you do of the sneakers, or how's that old job you're still working? Everything going good? You see, they can only call out on things that you were doing and that they remember you from, but oftentimes you've changed, you've grown past those things, and you're now on a different mission in life. You're now trying to accomplish different things in life, and your mind is different. You're not that weak ass person that you were before that was attached to stupid things and stupid people. But that's all they can see you from, is because that's all they know you from. They only judge you based on who you were. And you allow yourself to dim your light a bit just so you can be agreeable to them and fit their mold of what they were thinking you of. So you might say, you might not even be doing those things that they mentioned. And you say, yeah, I'm still working that job. And it's going good. Yeah. How about you? Oh, you're still working there? Oh, cool. Yeah. You see how you've lowered your self, how you've lowered your status, and how you've just like gone in the same boat as the people, the old people, the boring people that are judging you based on your past. You see how you fell into their frame quickly. But now on the other side, when you meet new people that don't know you from the past, or just people that have known you for a short time, or people that have had short interactions with you, so they don't really have a good, thorough understanding of you. But these people are more receptive. They're just judging you based on now and the new version of yourself, not the old version of yourself. They're going to judge you based on what you tell them now and what you're going to do in the future. And what a lot of men struggle to do is they struggle to get out of places and around people that knew them from years back. And they struggle to form a better identity for themselves. A better zone. They fail to have creativity because they're just stuck with people from the past and things from the past. They fail to talk about new ideas. And even sometimes when you do talk about new ideas with the people from the past, they'll still revert to other things from the past. Like I remember I had a family member, right, that I met recently. Okay, and this is a family member that's seen me grown up. And back when I was like 10 or 11 years old, right, I had taken a toy from a shop that I hadn't paid for, right? It was theft, essentially. And the cops were called and stuff like that. So that happened. But at that time, it was a very embarrassing moment for me, and I learned my lesson. The cops were called. I understood the consequences, and okay, I said I won't do it again. Now, fast forward 15 years later, I was with this family member that knew about this, right? And we were in the car just talking, chatting after a dinner. And as we were going back home, we passed that shop that I stole from back 15 years ago. And this family member says, "Hey, you remember that shop that you got caught stealing from?" And mind you, there were other family members in the car that had no idea about this. And when I heard that question, I was just like, I was cringe, because I was thinking, why are you judging me and bringing up something that happened 15 years ago when I made a mistake, when I grew past that? And how embarrassing that there were other people in the car, and now they're asking me, "Hey, what did you steal from that shop?" You see, this is an example of people and places that bring up an old, lower version of you just so they can seem like they know exactly who you are and be one leg above you. But they don't know what's going on in your mind. They don't know that you yourself hated what you were before, and you have grown from that, and you have gone miles ahead, and you've gotten much stronger, much smarter, much more advanced. They don't know that. They don't know that you battle with yourself in your mind all day, because you're like, man, I'm not there yet. I'm not that person I want to be, and I made mistakes, but I'm trying my best, and every day I'm putting in the work to get where I want to get. But your brain is so limited that you're not on that same journey with me. Or maybe you are, but when you see me, you like to throw a hook and talk about old things. You like to hook in old things of the past. So when a man in his 30s meets this crossroads, it's very important that he distinguishes his time and energy. Is he going to waste it and put it a lot into past things and past people's opinions, or is he going to put most or all of it into new things and new experiences and this new version of himself? You see, every man has a better version of themselves, or just a newer version of themselves every year. Every man does. You either decline or you ascend in different areas of your life, in health, wealth, relationships, looks, exercise, and all these things. You either are going to ascend or descend. Which one is it? And if you're ascending in all areas of your life, why are you letting people from your past low areas of your life talk about those times? It's like a dig at your armor. It's like a dig at you. Why don't you instead hang out and be around people that are much more ahead of where you want to be, and you can discuss freely with them, because they don't judge you like that. They don't judge your little bit of success or failures. They uplift you, and they understand. Why? Because they've been through the same thing that you've been through, but they just chose to keep going and keep ascending, and not let the opinions of people in the past affect where they're going. But you're sluggish. You're slow to move like that, because you take 2 steps forward, but then someone says something from your past, and then you kind of stop. You take it in. You think on it. You say, yeah, what did that person say? Yeah, man. Meanwhile, you wasted 6 hours thinking about that. 6 hours of your day as a man in his 30s, you wasted thinking about what somebody that's irrelevant said. What could you have done in those 6 hours? What work could you have done? What self-work? Who could you have helped? That's why you're sluggish to move, because you're holding on to everybody's opinions about you, about your past. Man, screw the past. It's done. It's over with. What did we learn from it? Cool. Let's take it. Let's move forward. Everybody's going to talk. Everybody's got something to say. But what about you? What about what you have to say? What you have to do? Because you don't have all the time in the world. If you're 30, 35, 40, half of your life is done. What's up? What's next? Are we ascending? Are we moving? Are we launching? Or are we just sluggish, carrying other people's opinions? You see, when a man realizes that the opinions of others about his former self, and even his opinions about himself in the past and his former self, is not something that he aspires to be in the future, and he can look at it, his past, learn from it, take the lessons, and then keep it pushing and keep running, he unloads a lot of burden from his shoulders. He unloads a lot of mental stress from his head. And he's able to go. He's able to run and sprint with all those other people that are where you want to be. They're on the finish line. They're looking back and saying, come on, come on. You can finish your lap. Let's go. Let's go. Don't give up. When he's looking at all those people, then his focus stays singular. It stays ahead. It says, screw the past.